And for the next fight up the card, we got Bruno Bulldog Silva taking on Victor Rodriguez. Bruno coming in 11-5-2. On the other side with Victor Rodriguez 7-3. I'm gonna start with Bruno. For Bruno, only 5'4". He's a little guy, but he does pack some power in that little frame of his. Mixes in a lot of spinning back fists, spinning back kicks. He has good head movement. Well, he was able to knock out JP Buys in his last fight, who's a strong prospect who I was high on personally, where he was able to slip a punch and land a nasty overhand right to end the fight for JP. And on the other side for Victor Rodriguez, coming off a late notice knockout loss to Yanez. He does have heavy hands as well. 7 wins, all by knockout, and 3 losses, with 2 of them by knockout. So it's safe to say that he's going in there for the kill. He's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, although you hardly get to see him try to see him use it in any of his fights. This fight will be a banger, I believe. I think these two are going to come in and stand in the middle of the cage, and they're going to trade. But I think it's just going to be, it's a battle of little guys. It's going to be the first one to fall. I really like Bruno in this one. I do like the Bulldog to pull it out. He has he's coming off from JP, fought David Dvorak, a draw with Casey Kinney back in 2017. So he just has more on the resume, and this one should be a good one. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm also going with Bruno here. His last few fights, man, he's been impressive. Even his loss against Tagir Ulanbekov, he got out grappled that first round and a half, and then after that, man, he was putting it on Ulanbekov. And Ulanbekov's a decent prospect, so that was pretty good in my eyes. And then he did take that loss to David Dvorak, but David Dvorak's pretty strong himself. But yeah, most impressively was that win against JP Baez, man. Everybody was pumping him up as, great grappler and whatnot. And Bruno's a great grappler in his own right. So they were able to keep it on the feet, and he ended up finding those big shots and got the knockout. He is susceptible to chokes himself, which is a bummer when which is a bummer when the guy's supposed to be a jiu-jitsu ace himself. So it's not good when you can see that he's not reliable in his specialty. But on the flip side, for Victor Rodriguez coming here with a 7-3 record, 28 years old, and he's one of these Alaska fighters. So just like Jordan Wright last week, we're got another Alaska fighter coming in on our hands. So I don't know, man. These guys are always losing. I don't like what they bring to the table. His last fight in the UFC was against Yanez, and he just got smoked. He didn't have anything for Adrian, and Adrian's a bright prospect himself. And to be honest, man, I didn't do much tape outside of that. So just on the pure whim here, I wouldn't put no money on it, but I'm on Bruno here.
Yeah, and they got Bruno placed at minus 350.
Ooh.
And for Victor Rodriguez plus 275. We know Victor does come in for that kill. Like I said, all of his finishes, all of his wins are by knockout. So if you are gonna place a finish on that, maybe a sprinkle on Victor getting a KO, that wouldn't be so bad. But I think Bruno's definitely the pick here. So that's something we agree on here at minus 350. That's probably worth throwing something in a parlay.
Yeah, I mean, if he got all of his wins by knockout, man, I mean, that could be live. He's gonna be the smaller man. I believe here he's gonna be shorter. And Bruno's pretty short himself, and I believe he's used to fighting bigger people. So it's gonna be a change up for him seeing someone his own size. So be interesting to see how they deal with that from each other. And to be honest, man, that line's just too fat, and I don't trust Bruno, at all to bet on him. So yeah, the pure pick, it'd have to be Bruno, and I wouldn't even feel comfortable picking Victor as a underdog on that one. You'd probably have to sneak a
prop in there.
Yeah, a sneaky prop, but I wouldn't. I mean, what would you want to do? Rodriguez by KO? I don't even think that would be.
That would be probably the only bet.
Yeah, and the under's 2.5 minus 160, so over 2.5 plus 130. So the bookmakers do not think this one is going to a decision. So they think someone's getting finished here, which I don't know, man. I don't know. I couldn't call that one too good, to be honest. This would be a straight pass for me, but pure pick, I'm taking Bruno.
All right, so we're both on Bruno. Bulldog Silva on this fight. Stay tuned.